Today I've got a couple brand new power stations from EcoFlow, which I think are the first of their kind on the market. I haven't seen anything else like this out there. But EcoFlow has made a bit of a sacrifice in order to make this happen, and I want to see what you guys think of this, because I think what they've done will appeal to a lot of people that need some lightweight, easy to use, quick to pack around power stations. So here, we'll unbox these. This is the Trail 200. And we've got the Trail 300, which, as you can see, I'm grabbing quite easily with one hand. Now, I think often you guys, my friends, people I know, need a power station to pack around when they go camping, but just to power, you know, devices, charge your phone, maybe run Starlink, maybe run a heated camping chair or some sort of blanket. And you don't need a massive portable power station, but a small little power bank that you would buy, you know, that you would travel with, really just doesn't check enough boxes. And so EcoFlow's come out with these new power stations. These are the Trail series power stations. Look how tiny these are. But, you know, they're not a full feature portable power station. These are missing one major thing, and that is they don't have an inverter. They don't have the ability to give you household 110 power. But in return, you're getting a power station. I think this one weighs about 5 pounds, and the Trail 200 weighs about 4 pounds, like super lightweight. And this has, let me pull up the specs here. So the Trail 200 has 192 watt hours of power, and the Trail 300 has 288 watt hours of power. So by comparison, these are quite similar to some of the other smaller portable power stations that EcoFlow and other companies make. Let me grab the River. This is the River 3, which, you know, it's more featureful, but this has 286 watt hours. So the same battery capacity as the Trail 300, actually 2 watt hours less. But you can stack both of these and it's still smaller than the River. But you are giving up a couple major features. For starters, you know, you don't have a light on here. You can't expand it. The River 3 Pro has an expansion port on the bottom. It's got 110 ports on the back, so you can have household power. And, well, it does have an XT60 connector for solar, which the Trail 300 does as well. So here's what I'm thinking is, push that to the side. If you don't need 110 power and you want to have a mini, lightweight, portable solar generator, Trail 200, Trail 300, excellent choices. So let me walk you through just what these have for features and what they can do, because I think this is super unique and awesome. And I suspect we're going to see the other power station companies follow suit with this in the near future. So for starters, these are super cheap. EcoFlow just launched these, so they have some promo pricing, but the Trail 200 is currently 159 bucks Canadian, and the Trail 300 is 209 bucks Canadian. So friends down in the States, these will probably be 30 or 40% cheaper. So the Trail 200 has a few less features than the Trail 300 even, but you know, you're saving a few bucks. You're pretty much limited to USB ports. You have 2 USB-C ports on here. One is 140 watts. One is 100 watts, and then we've got a couple standard Type A ports at 12 watts. They're not very large. And that is pretty much it for ports on the Trail 200. And I guess I need to charge this. So we'll talk about charging in a second. The Trail 300, I think this is my favorite of the two, because you're really not giving up much for size. It's a little bit longer, a little bit more expensive, but you're getting, you know, almost 50% more capacity. But not only do you get the 2 USB-C ports, but They're both 140 watts. You get the USB-A ports, and you get the solar connector here. This is XT60 connector, which is a pretty standard connector for charging on solar, which means you have more flexibility with solar panels. The Trail 300, same thing. We can charge off USB-C, the solar port. But also we get this additional connector here if you need a 12 volt. And I believe this is 10 amp barrel connector. So you get a bit more flexibility in what you can run off of this. Now, neither of these have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. They're very simple. And as I said, they don't have an inverter. There's no power plugs like we have on the River 3 Pro. But, you know, the sacrifice is ultra lightweight, portability. You know, this is great for bringing, you know, you need to take something up into your tent to charge your devices. You can run your Starlink maybe off of the USB-C because they've got 140 watt ports and you need a 100 watt plus port for USB-C. Heated blankets, heated chairs. Now, you can't take these on an airplane. They're too large. There's a certain capacity that you can take on an airplane, and it's 100 amp hours, so these are way over it. So the other thing to note is these are Life PO4 batteries. So they are going to be able to charge 3,000 times and still get 80% capacity out of the battery, which if you think about that, that's almost once every day for 10 years. So that's plenty. But you see we've got input coming in through a USB-C port here. This is a 60 watt charger. But EcoFlow's cool new charger here. Actually, I haven't shown you guys this, but they came out with some new devices, and this is a portable 60 watt charger with built-in USB-C. Right, it is one-handed. Here we go. Whoop. It retracts right into it. It's kind of a cool little device. So I mentioned you can charge the Trail 300 with solar XT60 connectors. You can charge them through the USB-C ports if you've got solar panels with USB-C ports. But I've also got here EcoFlow's new desktop charger, which has 140 watt USB-C ports on the front. And actually it's got this cool portable battery bank that you can grab and go that charges off the top of it. But I want to show you just how fast you can actually charge these. So we can plug one in, and this is going to draw off of our USB-C port here. So you can see it's drawing. So it's charging 94 watts off of this port here. You see we're getting 94 watts. So we're actually charging this a lot faster now. That's going to take that charging time down to 2 hours. But we can plug more than one USB in here. So if you want to charge this much, much faster, plug 2 USB ports in. So we're actually just using 2 ports here on their desktop charger. And this is going up to 186 watts. And now we can charge this from 26% to full in an hour. And maybe I'll put a link to the desktop charger down in the description. I'm not sure this is actually out yet, but they do have this portable battery bank, which you can customize the LCD on there. I'll put my logo on it, and it has this magnetic set of pins on the bottom, so you can fast charge this at 320 watts, I believe it is. And this has a built-in cable, and this one is airplane compliant, so you can take this on a plane with you because it is 99.54 watt hours, which is just below the 100 watt hour restriction, and it has a couple USB ports on the top. So this would be the step down. You know, if you need something travel rated, as big as possible that you can take on an airplane, flexible because it has USB ports for in and out, so you can charge or discharge this from this. So you just plug this in if you need to charge it. You need to charge your phone, whatever, you can plug it in, charge off that. And when you're at home, you can always have it docked and charging. But if you want something larger, close to 200 watt hours or 300 watt hours, now we have the Trail 200 and the Trail 300, which is super cool. Now the Trail 200 should also charge the same if we plug into the USB-C ports. And there it's showing charging. I think this one might be at 0. Yeah. So we can fast charge both these. We could actually, we've got 4 USB ports here on the desktop chargers. We could charge both of these super fast. Can we only charge with one on this, the Trail 200? Nothing going in that bottom port. Oh yeah, 36 watts, so it can charge off either port. All right, there we go. Just needed to get a little bit above 0% so that we can get charging off both USB ports. Probably doesn't want to charge too fast right when it's at 0. That's pretty common in power stations to slowly ramp up. I think I jiggled that a bit. There we go. So we're gonna charge, it's already at 22%. In probably an hour or less, we're gonna get all the way to 100%. So what do you guys think of this? Give up an inverter, have a smaller portable power bank. This is basically a solar generator with the XT60 connector on here. You can run your panels in here, charge it up all the time, keep it topped off in your vehicle. And it packs quite a punch that you can take pretty much anywhere you need some portable power. I mean, you could even run your fridge off of here, right? Like you've got 12-volt power, you can run your fridge for probably 5-6 hours, depending on how big your fridge is, how hot it is out, maybe even longer. You don't need to lug a big battery around everywhere. I think this is an interesting little niche to get into because you don't always need 110 power. But I'd love to hear what you guys think. And as always, guys, I'll put some links down in the description to the Trail 300, 200, and why not? We'll put the River 3 Pro down there, EcoFlow's new desktop charger, and airplane safe portable power bank, which I'm really digging. And if you guys want to pick one up for yourself, I do make a small commission off those links, but you don't get charged anything extra, and it helps support me making videos. And I'm going to be heading off to BC Overland Rally next weekend, and so if you guys want to see what's going on there, make sure you're subscribed, leave a like, helps beat the algorithm on YouTube and show these cool videos to more people. I appreciate it. My name's Casey, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.